Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me now? Hold on. I need to ask. Why don't I do this? Why don't I check on my phone? Oh my gosh, I don't have internet here. Okay, wait, hold on, hold on. We are gonna figure this out. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Whoever is watching? Hold on. 안 들려? Hold on! Oh my gosh, okay. What am I gonna do? Okay. Video, audio. Oh, she could hear. Okay, okay. Oh, you guys could hear. Okay, let's get started. So sorry. Okay, hold on. Okay, I guess. Okay, so the audio is actually working on the webcam, not the thing, because it doesn't work. Okay. Hold on. Hold on. We'll just get started after I open everything I need to open. Okay. Hi guys. Welcome to day 25. Today's topic is control. And I wanted to focus on control because since you guys didn't hear the first beginning of the stream because the audio wasn't working, hold on. Okay. So again, I'm going to share the intention of this live stream challenge. So this is a 28-day live stream challenge. We're on day 25, and the purpose of this live stream challenge was for me to show up for the world and to, from a place of groundedness, try to share who I am and share my stream of consciousness and my being, my energy with the world with the pace and in the way that I can. And today is the first day we are outdoors together. Yeah, so for each day I focus on a topic that is the core milestone or a core concept of the age of the number of the day. So today is day 25. Holy crap, it's day 25. We are focusing on the concept of control within the age group of 25. I chose that topic because when we turn 25, it is an age where we all kind of revisit our center and ourselves, and we ask ourselves the hard question of, okay, where am I at in life? Is this where I thought I would be when I'm 25? Or I had questions like, where do I see myself growing career-wise? Where do I want to be in the world? What kind of life do I want to build? Like all these serious questions become a reality when you hit 25 and you're like, oh my god, I'm 25 now. So I wanted to, for today, be present with you guys on the stream of consciousness for our relationship with control and how we can identify the healthy relationship we have with that sense of control and what that even means. And I could give you examples from my life. Sorry, the music is kind of a little too much for me right now. Okay, I kind of feel like this isn't the right place to do this. Okay, let's just do it. Okay, so yeah, I'll be sharing my thoughts on sense of control and how we can have a healthy relationship with the sense of control. To have peace within ourselves each day, like no matter what happens around us. So, I don't have my piano in front of me, so I'm gonna have to find a way to ground myself while I am live. So let's see. I'm just gonna breathe a little bit and then I'll get started on sharing. Again, happy Sunday and happy day 25. We're 25 days old. Okay, I'm just gonna breathe a little bit and kind of actually. Okay, what should I do? I have 38% battery. Should have thought this through. Excuse me? Excuse me? Do you guys know if there's an outlet here?
I'm sorry?
Do you know if there is like an outlet here? Outlet?
No,
No?
I don't know.
No? Okay. Sorry. Okay. We're outside. Okay, let's do this. Today is a new pace of grounding. I need to go get. Okay, let's do this. Let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. I need to find ourselves an outlet. By the way, I was being consistent with what I do, so I brought my cup with me. We're gonna go find a. Hold on, this is so strange. Hold on, I need to just look a little bit. Hold on. Okay, I know what to do. I'm going to carry you guys. I shouldn't have done that. Hold on. Okay, we are live. I need to find an outlet, but I can't be showing everyone's faces. How do I do this? I'm just gonna do it. Let's go. Let's just go. Oh my god. Let us go. How do I do this? This is so awkward because like I have my whole computer with me. There's like people in their bathing suits. Okay, this is so peculiar. How do I do this? Guys, how do I do this? I'm running out of battery. How does it? Okay. Oh my god. Maybe I could go. Here, actually, I'm gonna check if that place is open. Hold on. So sorry. I wanted to come out before the sun sets. Hold on. Where do I put my keys? Okay, anyways. Let's just go. I'm just gonna go. I'm sorry. I know. I can't just end the stream here. Hold on, guys. I lost my keys. Oh my god. Okay, it's okay. We will figure this out together. Hold on.
потом мы годили. Помню, все, брал это, тотем у нас был. Картошки с туалетной бумаги.
Да, мы такую банку длинную.
There's so many people. Okay, whatever. We're just gonna do it here because I can't figure out what to do. Okay, we're just gonna be here. Oh my god. I need to ask. Hold on, guys. I'm just trying to figure out where I could find an outlet. Hold on. I'm trying to think. How do I stay outdoors with an outlet? Oh my god, this stream. Control yourself. I guess I just have to go to... I'll just have to probably go to the business center. Let's go. Hopefully it doesn't... Hold on. Whatever, I'm just gonna go, whatever. Okay. Awkward. Okay. I am not resisting, I am going, so. I'm trying to look if there's... Okay. The fudge, they don't have outlets here. It's okay. I'm just gonna go into the... center. Hopefully there's one there. Oh. Ah! I have 30%. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, let's do this. And I only have to like stay within here because there's no Wi-Fi outside of this area. Okay, let's go. Is it working? Hold on, how do I refresh it? How do I refresh it? Everything's okay, everything is okay, everything is fine. Unable to connect. Okay, hi everyone, we are back inside. We are back inside because I couldn't find an outlet, and the one that I did find was next to the jacuzzi with all these bodies in it, so I can't do it there. So we are here back in my room of light, energized by the light bulbs, not the sun. We are indoors, but it's okay because today we are covering a very special topic of control. And because today is day 25, so thank you so much for being patient with me for the past half hour of me trying to find an outlet because I only had 30% battery, and yeah, we tried. We shall try again before my 28 days is over. And I will try before starting the stream. But thank you so much for joining me tonight. Today is day 25. Topic is about control. And today is a very special topic because it's something that we all go through on a day-to-day basis, our relationship with control and how to have a healthy balance of whether recognizing something is a form of you resisting to something that you have to confront, or whether it's you allowing things to happen and being in a place of surrender from groundedness. So I wanted to cover that today. So welcome to stream. We are back indoors. Thank you so much for being patient with me. Back indoors. I'm gonna play some music since we're already in here. I'm gonna play some music and then I'll go ahead and share my starting thoughts and feelings of today's topic. So let's do that. Okay, guys. Yes, today is all about control. Let's see. Let me put on some music. Okay. I'm actually going to play a different song because I'm feeling... Let's do this. Oh my gosh. Okay. How do I feel? Trying to center myself. The intention of today's stream is to share my thoughts on how to recognize where you're at. And okay, I'm trying to gather my thoughts. Hold on. By the way, is the audio working? Because we reconnected. Hold on. Yes, yes. Yes. Should've. We done it. We done it. We were together as I try to figure it out. So we were present together. So it's okay. Okay, so when one turns 25 years old, usually you're like freaking out, or maybe you're in a good place. You're like, wow, like I didn't think that I would be here when I'm 25, but wow, I've made it. I'm living the life. Or you're maybe you were similar to me in that maybe you had to face really big questions in your life of, am I using my degree? Am I like, what do I want in life? What makes sense to me? What types of control do I have right now in my situation? Or maybe at 25 you are still at a place and at the pace in your life where you're just kind of ignoring all that, and you're like, age, irrelevant, so you're just kind of like going with the flow type of thing. But wherever you're at, I feel like our relationship with control, what can we control in life, and how do we feel a sense of control, and how, oh my gosh, sorry, I don't know why I'm feeling and maybe I have to play some piano. I think I have to play some piano. Let's play some piano to get my thoughts out, because I am a little jumpy. Okay. Hi guys. I'm gonna check chat. Hey guys, hi Em, welcome to stream. Hi Mark, welcome to stream. Vinland, Sagaman, watch it. Oh, Yeah, it was an interesting outdoors today. Thank you for being patient while I was trying to figure out how to make outdoors happen. So I went out there like earlier today and I had my laptop open, which I should have just saved the energy, the battery, the laptop battery for our live stream, but I was out there just doing my own thing and then I recognized we were running out of battery and so the outlet situation didn't really work out, but we're here. We're here together. We're present. Okay, so I'm going to play some piano so I could gather my thoughts and the things I really want to share with the world on our relationship with control, because that's something that we always deal with and I think it'll really help everyone. So, and for me to kind of process everything. So I think it'll help. So let me just play some piano. Welcome to day 25. Hope you guys enjoy the stream of consciousness. Here we go. Happy Sunday. Right now, by the way, since it's on topic, I'm letting go of control right now of me trying to make something of something. I'm just trying to surrender and allow you guys to allow myself and you guys to kind of process the relationship with our control, like that topic. So that's what I'm trying to gather. So thank you for being patient with me. I know it's been 39 minutes. I know it's been 39 minutes, so I am so eager. I have to let go of that expectation, that control, but yeah, I do have a lot that I want to share on today's topic that will help myself and the world. So, okay, letting go. So I'm gonna do that again because I really want to be present with this sense of control. The topic. I have so much that I want to process, so I'm just gonna get centered right now. centered, I mean just honing into my awareness of myself. So thank you for being patient with me. And I know we started our live stream earlier today, so for those of you joining for the first time on live together, welcome. I'm sharing my thoughts with you guys and my energy as it's coming, so. Welcome. Okay. Keep saying 25, I'm just trying to think of sharing the different spectrums and levels of our awareness of the control we have within our lives and of those around us, and how I got to the place where where I'm at now. And so, okay, let's start with my relationship with control before my moment of stillness. I decided to, when I think of this year, when I think of the beginning of January to now, I feel like through little pockets of opportunities where I was given, like I was in a way forced to look inward, like literally just deal with my own self and silence the world around me. And I'm so honored and privileged that I had that little pockets of weeks where I was literally just focused on understanding the control and like the pain that I was holding on to. So defining control. So let's see. I think we were conditioned by our society wherever you live. I feel like how do I explain all this? Okay, how do I explain all this? Okay, so we were conditioned to hold on, why am I having little brain farts? Okay, I'm gonna just speak for myself. So I feel as if in the countries where having an education is the norm. So for me, I grew up in California, and going to public school was like a normal thing. Like everyone went to school, and having a high school degree was like, of course you get a high school degree. And then like going to college was like, eventually you're gonna go to college. Yeah, it's like how you get society to recognize you for your abilities. And I'm speaking of like the collective consciousness. So with that, I think we're conditioned to think and feel that where we are at in life is a reflection of our control. So if we are a certain age, let's say 25, since today's day 25, and okay, let's do this. Okay, I'm speaking of a reality A right now, and reality A, and then I'm gonna talk about reality B, and then reality C. Like C is like where I'm at, but like A is the one I'm talking about. So A, the relationship I had with control was I recognize opportunities in front of me and I know I could pursue it, so I'm going to pursue that. And the control that I had within myself was, I'm gonna do that. And I know if I do those things, I will get this outcome. But if I don't get that outcome, then I haven't done what I had to do, type of feeling. So my relationship with control was very black and white. It was very like, okay, how do I explain it? Oh my goodness. If I am going to school, if I am a part of the community in whatever way, whether it's volunteer or internship or going to city hall meetings, or as long as I act on the opportunities I see, I will be successful. And successful meaning I will have a high paying job. I will have contacts where we could all share a vision and then we could all work on that vision. And so my sense of control was very black and white. Like it was like I thought my ego was very high in that, like I recognized, okay, I see these opportunities and these opportunities come to me, so I'm going to pursue I'm going to put myself through all that. Like I have control of myself. Like I'm gonna do all those things. So when I say black and white, it felt very like binary. So my life was very like this. So when I think of me doing that, I think of like me. How do I say? Wait, hold on. I have to hold on. Okay, that's me when I do this, and then today is such an odd day. Okay, so that was me like in college, like up through college, and then even after college. I felt like it was all up to me. Like I wasn't acting from a place of groundedness. It was more like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do, so I'm going to do all the things I'm supposed to do. I'm going to do the things, yes, I'm interested in some things, but I'm just going to do what I'm supposed to do. Sometimes things didn't feel right, but I'm just going to do this because this is what you're supposed to do at this age. I'm just going to do it. So my sense of control was, my awareness of control was, I have control because I have all this in my background. Like I have all this stuff. And so my awareness of my worth was based on what I had already done in the past. Hi Noah, welcome to stream. And so that was me. I was going like this. I was always like this. Okay, and then the second reality that I lived in. And when I say reality, I mean like my worldview. Was when I did recognize that my sense of control that I feel is out of me holding on to things from the past, whether it's good or bad. It was like me relying kind of on the successes I've had in the past to keep me going, but like I was basing it off of that. And so my groundedness was slowly, I feel like I wasn't present with who I was becoming. I was more present with, like, how do I explain it? I was always relying on the past. Because I've been so, like, things have been working for me in the past when I work a certain way. So I relied on that way of thinking and feeling. But it wasn't coming from a place of groundedness. It was more like, yeah. Okay, so this reality, the worldview that I have in this second reality, I started to recognize stillness and quieting my mind was very important. And while I had this recognition, I also got really, 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 really intimate with someone. And I think when I needed stillness, there was someone that I loved that I gave myself to, and I like wanted to be a part of that world and that reality and that, like, how do I explain this? Okay, oh my god, okay, so we're talking about control. Okay, hold on, I'm gonna see the title page because I wrote some other stuff. Resistance and allow. Okay, which path do I choose? Path of abundance. Okay, so growing up, in this A reality, in this type A reality, because interesting. Okay, wait, hold on. This isn't working. The whole different reality thing doesn't work because I have different, okay. Today is interesting because I have just so many ideas and it's just like being, and I have to dissect everything. Okay. I fell in love. And when you fall in love, or at least for me, I just wanted to be a part of everything of that person. And I put myself second. And my sense of control, there was no control. I was just allowing. And okay, hold on. Oh my gosh, why am I so, okay. So, okay, I'm gonna continue with the whole reality A, reality B, reality C. Okay, so the worldview of A, where I was going to school the way I have to, I was doing things I was supposed to do and aligning myself with things I was supposed to do, I was, in a way, ungrounding myself in a way that I was, even when I started out college with groundedness, like with the intention of being grounded and finding myself, because that was how I continued to go to college, I began to be ungrounded of my own self-worth, of my existence and my being. That started to fall apart because I realized I was aligning to things that I was supposed to do, supposed to look like, supposed to sound like. With the background I have, I was supposed to, if I was a Berkeley student, I have to do these things. I have to be a part of these communities. So I put myself in this bubble. And in that moment, that was healthy for me because I was immersing myself with people who I felt were grounded and who were very sure of their career or of how to stand in their truth and speak from their truth. And they are working on projects that they believe. So I was surrounded by those types of people in this reality, which is healthy, right? But I was being ungrounded in terms of I didn't give myself my own self awareness, in that I recognized that because I was so desperate, I think, to find this groundedness feeling, because I was just everywhere. I feel that I was seeking so many mentors and seeking in different industries, and I was like going to all these meetups, and I was a part of so many different communities, and that's great, but it comes from a place of not grounding myself. Like I in the process I forgot to center myself, because I recognize passion, but the control that I sensed was that, okay, I'm taking action, so I am doing what I'm supposed to do. This is good. I am moving. I'm focusing on my passion, and I'm doing it. So in this reality A worldview, I started to become ungrounded, because I was looking to others to see how I could be there. But I didn't recognize that I had my own unique pace and own unique thing that I could offer the world. But I didn't understand that, I think. I was looking for mentors of life because I felt ungrounded. And also, I'm not sharing this to say that I know everything of life. I'm just sharing my journey of how my awareness with control and with this feeling of resistance and of feeling of abundance, how I distinguish the two. So in that worldview, where I was constantly on the go and seeking mentors of life, and I didn't give myself. It was coming from a place of scarcity. I thought I don't have the so this is different. So I'm not talking about like, so open-mindedness is good, but I think I was seeking how do I say this? I was seeking answers from other people's lives, but I was taking it literally. Like but then I would be stuck, because I was like, well, that doesn't work with me. Well, duh, it doesn't work with you, because you have your own unique way of doing it, and you have your own unique pace. And yeah, so that was that. And then 25 happens. And this is a second worldview that I experienced with my relationship with control, resistance, and with allowance and abundance. So I recognize, okay, I can't control what I can offer, because I realize just because I put myself out there, like I can't just wait for someone to recognize me, type of thing. I think I had a recognition. So then I started to recognize, okay, I'm gonna surrender. I'm going to surrender, and just where I'm at, I'm going to try. In a way, it was settling, and I was okay with that. I wasn't, the entitlement that I felt. Where am I going at this? Because this isn't talking about control. Hold on. Oh my gosh, we are just a little bit everywhere today, aren't we? The second worldview of my sense of control was that I have no control. There it is. Okay, so I don't have control. The only thing I can control is the way I spend my time. And I recognized from before, I wasn't spending my time in the way that helps me. Like I was burning myself out. I would put myself out there in so many different ways, like doing so many different weird jobs, and like that I felt a calling to, and it was just like kind of all over the place. So I recognized, okay, By the way, this worldview is not me right now. It's another worldview that I have, like a perception of my relationship with control is different. But we're here. Okay, so worldview. By the way, I'm gonna look at chat. Sorry. Hi Noah. Noah says that definitely resonates with me. Lately I've been feeling like I've been doing a really great job living someone's life that isn't my own. Like I've been doing all the right stuff, but it doesn't feel right. Yeah. And that's something that only we ourselves can feel, right? So if something doesn't feel right, I recognize it as both my body and God and Holy Spirit kind of giving me that hint, like, hey, wake up, look what's happening, center yourself, listen to yourself. Why don't you feel okay? This is a turning point for you. You have to do something about it. You can't just be in here. You have to grow in another way. You're meant for some place else, or you're. And I think we deep down have that gut instinct, right? Like if something doesn't feel right, it's this knowing. It's like you don't even have to, like, thoughts don't just flood into your head saying this isn't right, like this isn't supposed to be the way things are, like I'm living the life that I dreamed of, like this isn't right. It's like this feeling that you have, and it's something you can't shake off, because I think the soul, so I believe in soul, right? Like each individuality I think is soul, and it's this, and I recognize it as like Holy Spirit or like God consciousness built within us, what we were born with. It's like the purest self that we have inside ourselves. And also on that point, when I say I'm trying to center myself, I'm trying to listen and hone in on that part of myself to honor my highest, purest self. But yeah, Noah, like I agree, like those moments happen, and I freak out when someone tells me that I'm not a part of their life, or like when I recognize there's forks happening, because this sense of control, I'm like, well, my decisions brought me here. I should be responsible. But then the thing is about control. Okay, so that's going into like my worldview over here. Worldview C. So, okay. A thing I have to mention before I go on is there is so many norms and so many conventional way of thinking that we are conditioned to think is right and wrong, from media, Netflix movies, or like our parents. Like there's just so much that are fed to us that is right or wrong, but I think we instinctually have the highest, purest form of ourself, our sense of morality, morality, and our sense of integrity, and our, like, all that. I think that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to even this, like, I'm just trying to be as honest and truthful and open as I can from a place of centeredness. That's what I'm trying to practice, because right now I think there are so many conflicting things, right? So like even for the job thing, maybe growing up you were told you're gonna be a great, I don't know, you're gonna be a great, I don't know, what do parents like want them, you're gonna be a great doctor, you're gonna be a great doctor. So maybe this child growing up didn't really have the opportunity to explore other options, because they were instilled and conditioned to think, oh, being a doctor is like what I meant to do, or the best thing that I could do for myself, and that's like what potential partners are going to be attracted to, or like doctor. That's one example, but like I feel like as we grow older, we recognize this unfulfilled part of ourselves because we, as years pass by, we recognize, holy crap, I have this part of myself that needs attention, but I didn't have the stillness or the space or the time to really listen to my highest, purest, truest self. And that part of ourselves, I think, is very unique to each person because I think there's something very special that we each provide to society, right? Not just job wise, but I mean energetically. And okay, what am I trying to say? So yeah, Noah, like I agree. Like I and I guess that's life. Like we have to learn how to unlearn so that we know ourselves first and then we could continue learning. But then it's also a form of unlearning because as we learn, we're learning from a place of groundedness. So it's healthier. I'm gonna look at chat. But yeah. So this worldview. So I talked about the first worldview where we're constantly doing things we're supposed to do, and the sense of control we have is the fact that we're just acting on the things that we're supposed to do. And so we think everything should be fine and we expect things to happen like, oh, I'm gonna achieve success or I'm gonna graduate because I took these classes or I did this, so do that. The second worldview, I think the relationship we have with control, with our sense and awareness of control is when we do recognize, okay, I'm in this situation, I'm feeling resistance. Why do I feel resistance? And then we actually get to stop and think and allow ourselves, yeah, like why do I feel resistant to this? And so the relationship that we have with control is more open in that we recognize there's this resistance and then there's allowance, like allowing, resistance and allowing. And what I mean by that is like allowing would be like surrendering, like, okay, I have no control. Like the only control I have is myself. Like myself. Like it's not coming from out in, it's more like in out. The third worldview that I want to share with our sense of control and awareness of control within our own decisions and our thinking is where I'm at now. And I think in worldview B, in this one, I feel like we are so conditioned to think and feel and see success as a certain way that we recognize there is this cloudiness within our heads and our like hearts because there is this disconnect because I'm doing my best to do the things that society and things that society recognize as being of like great value and of it's like you get paid more too and you're just doing these things and you have to prepare for the future, you have to prepare for the retirement, you have to like there's all these things that were set up, and yes, these things were set up for a reason, but and yes, we have to be a part of society, but if your priority is to be an individual who is fully themselves, grounded in themselves, and their soul is alive, and alive in a way that it's every interaction you have something to offer and you're open to receiving, like you're so healthy, like spiritually and mentally, like you are energetically, you are flourishing because these people are grounded, they have independence in their way of thinking, and they stand so firm in that. So I feel like as we grow older each day, we have to constantly have this, both the internal battle that we face, but that plus what I think the world should be like, or my community should be like, versus like what it actually is and what it says is the right thing to do, or like the most successful thing to do is. What am I trying to say? So I'm going to talk about world view 3. Okay, so this one I think is a place where we recognize, okay, I recognize there are things I can control, and I've been there, I've tried that. It hasn't worked out for me. And then I've also been through surrendering to things to just happen and just trying to find my inner peace in whatever happens and go with the flow, because that's how life is. And I've also now gotten to the point where I am learning it is a difficult thing to listen to yourself and to feel yourself and to be honest with yourself, and in turn also be honest with other people in our lives, whether or not it hurts them. Because if we're not honoring ourselves first, what are we, like, if we can't be honest with ourselves, how can we be honest with other people? And if you could do that, that's great. But I come from a place where that actually really broke me, because I lost myself. Like I didn't even know, like when I think about, oh, like how do I feel? But then I would be conflicted, because I would always be thinking about the other person. Like, oh, but like if I feel this way, this person is going to feel like this way. So then if I feel that way, then so then it just got really messy. So in this third worldview of my relationship with control, it's the only thing I can control is being kind to myself. And then I strongly believe after that practice each day, I feel like whatever I pursue to do after that will abundantly flourish and energetically. And my goal in life is to stay true to myself. Yeah. Hold on. I'm going to look at which path do I choose, or okay, so I'm reading the title page of my live stream. Can you guys see me? Why is it so blurry? Hold on. Why is it so blurry? Oh, okay, so my title page says resistance versus allowing, and which path do you choose? The path of abundance. Okay, so in this worldview 3 of our relationship with control, and why is it so blurry? Hold on. Why is it so blurry? Odd. Anyways, again, a lot of the things I share in most of my streams is grounding oneself and centering oneself. What I also want to practice each day is all that we need in terms of our sanity and our vantage point and our inner clarity. All that we need is to recognize we already have what we think we need. Like we already have it within us. And I think that's like coming from a place of abundance, because I think even though I was successful like throughout the years with like school and meeting amazing people, and I did all that, it came from a place of scarcity, meaning like how do I say it? Like my vantage point right now is that I already have everything I need. So what am I trying to say? So the path, when I wrote like which path do I choose? Do I choose resistance or do I allow? When you come across situations where you feel out of control, like you don't know what to do. Do I do this? Do I do this? Am I supposed to feel this? Am I supposed to feel this? Why do I feel like this? I mean, we have that every day, but I feel like if we start with, okay, how do I really feel about this? Apart from all the norms, apart from conventional way of thinking, how do I really feel about this? That's how I'm taking it. And as I'm even sharing this with you guys, I feel like I've been so, like, what I want, what I feel like I want, what I think I want, all of this came from like outside influence. And I don't think I had a time, because I was so eager to learn from like people who are successful and people who I really look up to. My groundedness was, I forgot to ground myself, and I've always been trying to ground myself, but I recognize now that practicing how to center yourself is something you have to practice every day, but it's what am I trying to say? I think I'm saying the same thing over and over again, but I want to remind myself, your sense of control, if you feel out of balance, it's because you're thinking of other people, if that makes sense, and you're scared. But if you realign or if you shift the mindset and the vantage point of, okay, I already have enough, I already have what I need. If you already think like that and you really believe that, then you don't feel out of balance, because it's just a matter of time for what's meant for you to happen or to unleash. So right now, how do I feel with my sense of control? My belief is that I am I'm feeling inner peace, in that how do I explain what I'm feeling? How do I feel? And this is apart from like the surface level, oh my god, I can't find the outlet, oh my god, like not that, but like deep down, about like the deeper questions of what is my next step, what is my purpose in life each day, like all that. It's all like, I don't feel pressure in that. I know I'm working on something so much bigger that I had to face, that I haven't been, because I've been constantly working at paying my bills and like thinking that thinking that I have to be a certain place at a certain time, and like I like all that. I decided the relationship I have with that is, okay, what am I comfortable with? What do I feel okay with? And actually asking those simple questions to myself and actually answering it. Not like, well, like, yeah, I'm tired, but like, it's not like that. It's coming from a place of, like, the thought and the feeling comes after what I feel of my existence. Okay, how do I explain that? So, I am so, like, grateful that I chose to wake up. I chose to be alive. I chose to go work out. I chose to take a shower. I chose to like put on makeup, to put sunscreen on. Like, I am so, like, I feel so accomplished doing those littlest things. And I think for me, coming from that place of like such humility of my existence, like, and recognizing there are people that love me around me, and just like being so immersed in the present moment that the anxiety that I feel of the future, whether it's like tomorrow, day after tomorrow, a year from now, like I don't even think about that, because I know the battle to wake up, even if it fleets from me, I'm gonna bring it back, because I recognize. And when I say that, when I say fleeting, I spoke about this in another stream. So most of you are probably thinking, oh my god, like, duh, we wake up, like, duh, you like brush your teeth, duh, you shower, like. To choose to be alive and to exist, I think is a really big accomplishment, because we choose to share our energy whether or not we are doing anything for society that society thinks is and again, I'm at a very different pace than most people. Like, I am coming from a place where I'm trying to be my highest, purest, truest self, and that is my only mission in like my day. Like, I'm trying so hard to just be present with that. So if all this sounds very woo woo, that's probably why, because we're on different paces of life. But the universal thing, I think, is we all do have this relationship with our day-to-day tasks and the way we think of both now and of 1 year from now, of 10 years from now, of 5 years from now. We have to face, okay, am I going to resist this instinct, or am I going to allow this instinct to actually, that's during my pace. So like on a regular person's pace, like let's see, like, I'm trying to think of me before all this happened. So the like back and forth I would have when I have to choose something, about my next step in life in terms of career, I would think like I think I got past like what I could do right now. I was always thinking about like the end goal. So then it was, what can I recommend the person I was before? In terms of my relationship with resistance and allowing, how do you find balance? I would tell myself, resistance and balance of how does one center themselves with abundance? Again, I think it's grabbing onto the humility that the only choice we have to make that will help you with your relationship with this sense of control and feeling out of control is to listen to yourself. Like, learn how to talk with yourself and learn how to yeah, I think I would tell myself, I mean, I've been doing it, but I think with me spreading myself out too thin with my energy and like going to all these different things, I didn't have moments of stillness to talk to, like, to really gauge myself. So I would recommend myself and the world, if this resonates, I would share wherever you're at in life, whether you're successful, whether you're going through something, but if you recognize a change, a shift within yourself where you're kind of like, wait, I don't feel comfortable with this. I have to step back. I feel like, okay, okay, it's so peculiar because I'm trying to share, interesting. Okay, I have so many thoughts going through my head. Resistance and allowing. Okay. I think there's one question that can help us. It's how do you feel? And ask yourself, how do you feel? And if in that internal dialogue you have, well, then you gotta stop, because then you're allowing your okay, I'm gonna sound so whatever, I'm just gonna say it. You're gonna allow your conditioned mind to think and come in and say, how do you actually feel? And then ask yourself, okay, let's use an example because this is too vague. So let's say, well, what can you feel resistance from, or allowing from, a sense of control? So since all of us are probably in our 20s or 30s, or I'm not really sure, 20s, 30s, 40s, we are all going to face that question with our career, right? Let's say, yeah, everyone has to face paying the bills. So maybe let's see, how do I'm trying to think of my own examples, from my own life, but let's see, let's do that. Let's talk about me right now. So, where I'm at right now. So, what is my relationship? I think I already answered this, but what is my relationship with control in terms of resistance versus allowing, and which path I choose? And, okay. Starting with the vantage point of being my truest, purest, highest self, which path do I choose? I think each question that I deal with first starts with that. How do I serve my highest, purest, truest self? Because that's where, at the pace I'm at, I'm working on that. And in terms of career, I'm working on things that make me really happy and things that make my soul feel alive, and that's not an ideal situation for most people, in that there are bills to pay. You don't have a family to stay with, or for me, I have the time and the space to really start from the ground up again, and in terms of my awareness of myself, and the like vantage point I'm taking to offer my energy to the world. So, what about my career? I'm not resisting to anything. In terms of like, I'm not free floating, but I am allowing myself to take the time to really get to know myself. And not in terms like of like what I've already done, because I think what I've been trapped with was, even though I did a lot of variety of activities and took different courses and did a lot of different jobs, like I don't want to stick with what I've already had, if that makes sense. Like, I'm still trying to know myself. And so right now, I am allowing myself to explore with the pace that I currently have. That's like a very big distinction between me in the worldview of B, where we talked about I sense that I do have control, but I only have control of myself, and then I'll just like, what's different from this and where I'm at now is that right now I recognize that even though it's going to take me time to feel comfortable with this new energy I'm bringing out to the world, with the vantage point that I am who I am starting out with that. So I don't know if that helps anyone, because I'm just talking about my pace, but that's where I'm at. So do I feel anxiety of my next steps? No. When I talk to people though, because yesterday I had an experience where I got to meet strangers, and not strangers, but I met my friends' coworkers, and so I was in an environment where I had to kind of have interaction, and I was being unapologetically myself, and I remember feeling, oh my god, I'm not, like, I don't feel anxiety or scarcity. I'm just literally, like, this is how I felt. Like, if my emotion of the interactions I've had, I haven't been playing piano the whole time. The interactions that I've had yesterday, like, just being present with them and just being myself, this is how I felt, literally. I'm just like talking about like energy wise. By the way, since yesterday, I feel like I've been like talking at the camera, not like present with you guys. So please do feel free to join the stream of consciousness. I think it's because there's so much internally that I'm trying to process with these topics each day that we are going through for 24, 25, 26. I think since I'm actually going through these set of questions, I think that's why I'm just like so like that. And before, even though for previous streams, I focused on concepts from the earlier age groups, but then I bring out this concept and then we talk about it, how it relates to our daily lives right now. Those concepts weren't as, like, those I kind of feel like I've already mastered, not mastered, but I feel like comfortable because I've been working on that for like weeks before this live stream. But the like sense of control, that's something I'm still trying to. That's so funny because I said we're talking about control and I'm like saying I'm trying to, so I'm like controlling it, but I'm trying to have a different relationship with the way I feel control. Another thing that brings me to another point. So by the way, please join into the stream of consciousness if you want to share anything that resonates or doesn't resonate, or where you're at your pace in life with the topic of control. I recognize that in my group of friends, in the communities I'm a part of, in the networks I'm a part of, I tend to shower people that I love with so much love by like if people I love, they know I love them because I just like I'm just like I can't stop expressing. It's like what I realized though was when I recognize within my okay, I already said this. Within all those people I'm connected to, what I realized that burnt me out was I think subconsciously I thought because I didn't come from a place of groundedness and I was still working on my insecurities within myself, I feel like like I've been I focus so much on letting the other person know that I care about them, that I think of them, but it was to the point where I think if I didn't do that, like if I didn't allow myself to express that I felt like their presence or like I have thoughts of them or like that I really care about them, and like if I didn't, and by like giving gifts or whatever, like if I didn't do that, I felt like I was doing like I how do I explain what I went through? I what am I trying to say? Oh, hi James, welcome to the stream. I'm just trying to gather my thoughts for this next thought. I felt like I was in the moment. I didn't know this was a burden for everyone else because they're like, oh my gosh, like you really don't have to do that. But I like for some reason because subconsciously, okay, there you go. Subconsciously, I think I had this insecurity where like if I didn't let the other person know that I care about them, then they wouldn't think that I cared about them. And it came from a place of insecurity. So it was like I had to like prove something that was already there type of thing. Why did I bring that up? Why did I bring that up? Today's an interesting day. Oh, it's for sense of control. Oh my goodness. Hi, people of the world. It is 8:49 p.m. in California. I see that some of you have joined our stream of consciousness. Today's topic is control, and I'm trying to gather my thoughts on what point I was trying to make about the gift giving. Okay, so I really enjoy sharing sharing gifts and like physical gifts, and I think it came from a place of me being insecure. It was like, if I don't do this, they're not gonna like me type of thing subconsciously. And I think that stemmed from something from my childhood that I don't really feel comfortable sharing on stream. But I didn't think that what I offered them would make them feel burdened and that they had to do something, and it became like an obligation thing. And so what I learned from that, wrapping it up to the topic of control, I allowed myself to express myself by sharing these gifts and physical gifts to people I love, but when I recognize that it makes them uncomfortable and burdened, I there was a point where I had to decide, do I resist the way I feel or do I allow it to just keep expressing? But already with the thought that I had and I experienced of the loved ones feeling burdened or like feeling obligated to return something, I think in that situation I learned that I should resist because I see the boundary that was like not boundary, but I guess it is boundary. Like I've been okay, I see where this is going. Okay, so why don't I talk about emotions? Okay, so I'm a very emotional person, as you all know, because you guys all know that, because you have probably some of you that are watching have already seen me in many of my live streams, and I like cried, and I'm very in tune with my emotions. For emotions, whether it's sadness, joy, love, regret, I think whatever emotions come through our bodies and minds, it's there to serve a purpose, and that it's a part of your lesson that you have to learn, if that makes sense. Like, I believe that every experience we have constantly molds us and tests us, and this is what I think. Like, if we feel something that we don't identify with, which is confusion, and it creates confusion, and you're resisting, no, okay, this is so complicated. Why is it so complicated? How long has it been? Oh my goodness. 1 hour and 14 minutes. Did I even make point takeaways today? I think so. I've just been like, as I'm processing this relationship with control, I am sharing my processing. So we're in this together. You guys are in my mind. So thank you for being present. But I lost my train of thought. I'm so sorry. I think what's conflicting with the way I'm thinking right now is that I'm in the pace of my in the pace of me recognizing the awareness that I am honing in while I'm on live stream together. I feel like, because I feel normal again in terms of like I feel like myself again, and I'm comfortable being myself, and I'm speaking in the place of me actually sharing my thoughts as they come through, but it's not coming from a place of like being extra sensitive. Like, I'm actually thinking about my thinking, and I think it's a lot more challenging because I'm now clouded with more thoughts of how society thinks of something, and I think it's like starting to cloud that like purity that I felt in the first few streams where I was just so okay. Noah said something. Thank you. Noah said, well, I believe that everything has a purpose, or that we're headed to some destination, like spiritually. which definitely changes the context for control and negative emotions and stuff. Yeah. Oh, context. That's a good way of thinking it. That's a good perspective, or not good. It's yeah, I think that helps a lot. Thank you. Context. Yes, context. So yeah, I am taking this relationship with control as a spiritual journey for me, like a part of my spiritual journey. So right now I'm trying to think of takeaways for the world, but then I have to remind myself, hey, like, you're sharing your energy, you are sharing your way of thinking right now, so you had 28 days to do that and freely free think and just share that free thinking and be present with the world. So I'm gonna continue doing that. Okay, let's do that. So I know I read an excerpt from this book almost every stream now, but this I think will help us with the like wordiness of my thinking right now. So okay, hope you guys enjoy this. I'm not gonna tell you what it is, but it will. It's related to this sense of control we have and how we can deal with this sense of control. Frustrated when I don't know how to frame my negative emotions in a positive way. Oh well. True, yeah. I would invite you to try even accepting that, like, and by staying true to yourself, it's like I can't force myself to feel positive about this situation. And I don't think it's like really about like feeling positive about everything. I mean, if that's the way I read it. I feel like what I aim for is not to be happy. I think it's legit to be staying true to myself, and then whether it's happiness or whether it's, I feel like it's like this inner peace that you have, the stillness in you, because you know within yourself and the integrity that you hold for yourself that no matter how hard things get, you know yourself. And when I say know yourself, it's not like, oh, I know my purpose in life, I know my like 5-year plan. I don't mean that. I mean, at least for me, it's not. I mean like this knowing, this like the groundedness that I'm like trying to hold, not trying to hold, but like to embody and feel like. And today, for some reason, not for some reason, but today I had another confirmation today within myself where like I truly felt a sense of peace with, like, it was just peace. Like, it is what it is. And it wasn't like how do I explain what I'm feeling? It's like okay, I think that's a better word. Even if you're going through like you recognize, holy crap, I'm like negative self-talking and I don't want that, so I'm gonna change it. Like maybe. And feeling frustrated is okay too. Like everything is okay because we are each on our own pace. Trying to, again, I think our end goal is to, like, the end goal, I believe universally humans want to honor themselves. Like, act on their integrity and act on, like, I keep doing this because, like, that's what I feel, like, inside. Like, when I'm grounded, I just feel like, you know, when you're growing up, excuse me, and your mom, like, rubs your belly and then your belly gets warm. Like, that's how I feel when I get confirmation that, like, I am at peace. And then that's what I try to aim for, like a sense of balance that is based on my integrity, right? That I hold myself, no matter what happens or whatever someone says, I'm just kind of like, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know how to frame my negative emotions in a positive way. Perhaps telling yourself, reminding yourself, it's okay to feel the way I do because how I feel is valid. No matter what anyone says, what I feel right now is valid. And whether it's, I don't know, like, what would I tell myself when I was stuck in negative emotions? Let's see. I would say, or how did I get out of it? How did I get out of my negative emotions? For me, I think it was, it took a long time, but like it was accepting that I had to confront what I was feeling. And by confront, I mean for me, the way I experienced this was like, when I feel upset, I would just kind of give in. I'll be like, I'm upset. I am upset. I journal about it. I'm like, I am upset. I embody it. I'm like, okay, welcome. Hello. Yes, I am upset. Yes, I'm upset because it's valid, because this, and I write it down. I release it. I write it down. And for some reason, I felt better. Most recently, it happened with something that happened in my family, and I was really upset. And I'm like, oh my god, I was such in a good place. Like like emotionally and mentally, like I was like so grounded, and like everything's going great within me. And like why did that have to happen? I'm like so upset. Like, why am I upset? Like, how can I get out of this? And then I recognized, breathe deeply. That's what I recognize too. Like, breathing is such, even in my workouts, I breathe a lot. Like, I think it helps. I don't know, maybe it's just my body reacting to, how do I explain this? I remember when I was real upset, I journaled and I allowed by just like taking a walk and just like being angry and like just, I think, because if we, maybe like if you mask it, because for me, I've tried all types of masking in terms of like ignoring what happened or like facing that, and like I kept doing that, and I think it always came out again. Like yesterday I shared my story from December to now, and it was me like constantly having reminders from the world and from God, I think, reminding me, just because one day you feel aligned, you aren't going to feel aligned the next day. Like, everything is changing. Change is inevitable because everyone has their own pace. the world is changing. That's the way of life. So our job is to learn how to adapt to that. But to adapt to it, we have to come from a place of groundedness, like in ourselves. I don't know if that helps, but oh, no one said something. Or like in a way that makes them see more meaningful, or makes them see, or like in a way that makes them see more meaningful, or makes me see that my negative emotions serve me too. Yes. I think everyone has their own path of releasing or of dealing with their emotions. And sometimes those methods won't work, and so they come back and the negative emotions resurface. But that's a part of their pace and their path, and it's okay, because I think the ultimate goal is for us to have this self-awareness and for us to get to that centeredness. That's what I feel. And when I say that, I don't mean like also like you don't need anyone else's help, or you don't need anyone else in your life. You just gotta be by yourself. I don't mean that. I just mean for me, I needed stillness. I needed to remove myself from everyone. I needed to just, when I removed myself from everyone, and when my family was around me, like I couldn't even talk to them. It was like I couldn't move. I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to engage in anything. I just wanted silence, and that happened for weeks. And what I confronted was literally myself. And then I recognized like all this emotion that was pent up was because I was suppressing it, because I didn't want to welcome them, because I'm like, what? Why am I still holding on to these emotions? Like, ew, like, no. So I didn't want to feel anything. But I think it took me those weeks of not engaging with anyone or any like food thing or like any living thing or anything other than like the floor that was my pace. That's what I needed. And then the world was silent, and I was silent with just me, and then the Holy Spirit. And then when my sister came over, she just acted like nothing happened. So that kind of helped me come out of whatever it was. But what I'm trying to say is, perhaps you'll have a lot of support around you, and you are open to receiving their support. But for me, I wasn't, because I was dealing with internal scarcity mindset inside. Like my self-worth was so low, because for me, what broke me was I did everything I possibly can. I was a nice person. I was a nice, kind person. I helped everyone. I was there. It was all coming from a place of like, I was so upset at the world, but like it all stems because my relationship with myself was so non-existent. So I needed that time to just kind of have myself have a timeout. And yeah, but anyways, okay, I'm rambling. Okay, I'm gonna read this text to you guys. Hopefully that wasn't too much information of the same stuff, because I feel like I'm repeating myself over and over again. I'm gonna read this to you guys. I'm not gonna share what it is, but it's related to the topic for today. And if you were on stream last night, you guys have probably heard this if you stayed on stream, but I'm gonna read it again because it's an amazing message. This is from a book called Figuring. We spend our lives trying to discern where we end and the rest of the world begins. We snatch our freeze frame of life from the simultaneity of existence by holding on to illusions of permanence, congruence, and linearity, of static selves and lives that unfold in sensical narratives. All the while, we mistake chance for choice, or labels and models of things for the things themselves. our records for our history. History is not what happened, but what survives the shipwrecks of judgment and chance. Some truths, like beauty, are best illuminated by the sideways gleam of figuring, of meaning making. In the course of our figuring, orbits intersect, often unbeknownst to the bodies they carry. Intersections mappable only from the distance of decades or centuries. Facts crosshatch with other facts to shade in the nuances of a larger truth. Not relativism, no, but the mightiest realism we have. We slice through the simultaneity by being everything at once. Our first names and our last names, our loneliness and our society, our bold ambition and our blind hope, our unrequited and part requited loves, lives are lived in parallel and perpendicular, fathomed non-linearly, figured not in the straight line, figured not in the straight graphs of biography, but in many-sided, many-splendored diagrams. Lives interweave with other lives, and out of the tapestry arise hints and answers to questions that raise to the bone of life. What are the building blocks of character, of contentment, of lasting achievement? How does a person come into self-possession and sovereignty of mind against the tide of convention and unreasoning collectivism? Does genius suffice for happiness? Does distinction, does love? 2 Nobel Prizes doesn't seem to recompense the melancholy radiating from every photograph of the woman in the black laboratory dress. Is success a guarantee of fulfillment? Or merely a promise as precarious as a marital vow? How, in this blink of existence, bookended by nothingness, do we attain completeness of being? There are infinitely many kinds of beautiful lives. So much of beauty, so much of what propels our pursuit of truth stems from the invisible connections between ideas, between disciplines, between the denizens of a particular time and a particular place, between the interior world of each pioneer and the mark they leave on the cave walls of culture, between faint figures who pass each other in the nocturne before the torchlight of a revolution lights the next day, with little more than a half nod of kinship and a match to change hands. So that's really beautiful. So hopefully that made sense to you guys. I really like what she said when she said some truths like beauty are best illuminated by the sideways gleaming of figuring, of meaning making. I love that. So our sense of control, if I could put my relationship with control in one word. In one word? Control. My relationship of control in one word. Why one word? Why did I just do that? Let's do my relationship with control in terms of, because I mean most of us want to have a sense of control, right? Because you don't want to be out of control, because then you're gonna within yourself go crazy. Maybe I'm not asking the right questions. Hold on. Okay, let's talk about path of abundance. I think when I wrote that on the title page, it's more like when okay, so right now what I am doing with this live stream challenge as well is, since my birthday, I've been intentional about the journey that I'm setting out for myself, where I'm starting from scratch, with the intention that I'm going to be completely honest with myself and others. And it is a challenge. It's really difficult to do that in this day and age. Even though it sounds really easy, it is not. So with that intention and that challenge that I set out for myself to build a very strong foundation for myself each day, oh my god, why do I always forget what to say after I start? I think it's because I look at the camera. Okay. Hold on. Has it been a long time? It's not that long. Okay, 1 hour, 38 minutes. Okay, I'm gonna repeat that question or that sentence again so that it makes sense. My relationship with control, in the context of me having a very particular intention for this live stream challenge for 28 days since my birthday, to be unapologetically myself and be honest with both myself and the world, I want to share that my sense of control is that the only sense of control I have in my life is my own life force. What I mean by that, I am not giving my sense of worth, my sense of worth, my purpose of actually living to someone else. And all my life I have, I have, whether it was parents, school, the friends I was with, or like, it was always about seeking purpose outside of myself. But it came after. That is healthy if you have this awareness about you, of your sense of self. But if you don't, and you just go like seeking purpose of life, and it's just, I tried that in this worldview that we shared in the beginning of the stream. So my sense of control comes from just one thing. Of course, it's out of battery again. I'm gonna take that away. Wait, did you write something again? No. I'm being very wordy right now because I'm trying to process everything as well. Because I want to understand what I'm going through. Why? Because I care about the way I'm molding myself, of rebuilding myself, of my sense of self. And not to, I'm not, right now, the vantage point that I have of life and of my starting point, which I'm so grateful that we got to share together, like our energy, like we shared it together as I made this intention, like very clear intention to both myself and the world. I'm getting like, maybe I should be no, sorry, I had this like really weird idea. Should I share it? I'm not trying to claim that I'm Mother Teresa, but I'm sensing someone might be thinking that. But I recognize the unhappiness that I had throughout all the things that I've gone through. Like deep down, I was very unhappy because I felt like the way I am, apart from all the experience I've had and all the whatever, like whenever I kind of was in my own element, sharing my energy and I didn't really understand what it was either. But whenever I'm sharing my energy to the point where like I feel like someone else is like felt that I was overbearing or too much, or I think that was an insecurity. If I recognized someone thought that I was like, oh God, like too much, like I would get, I built an insecurity out of that. And what I realize now, and what I've been trying to practice embodying, is not controlling the way I feel in all situations. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to practice, when I say feeling myself again, it's like I'm trying to master the way I feel, the way I am, so that even if I have interactions with other entities, other individuals, whether it's family, friends, coworkers, strangers, employers, whomever I come into contact with, I will be speaking from a place of truth and not scarcity or of insecurity or of trying to like hide who I am. And if I do feel that, then I recognize I have to remind myself the fact that you are alive is already a blessing enough, is what I'm getting. And that's the pace I'm at, by the way. It's too many watching on stream. It may be very like wishy-washy, but it's literally what I'm going through. So you're watching someone who is taking things literally. And yes, I do feel normal now. Since a couple days ago, I've been feeling a lot more in tune with who I am. Like I feel so far away from the energy that the kind of energy I was in when I was trying to hide and trying to figure life out, but I'm stuck, and like I try again and I'm stuck. Like I talk about it, like I could talk about it, but I don't fully like I could disengage from that now, which I'm so happy about. We only have 3 more days together. Okay, what can I share about? Let's see. I'm just gonna I'm not gonna resist. Let's take another example. Because my energy is telling me to like do something else. And I'm just kind of allowing that to happen, because right now in my life, I'm being me in my own space with the world. What should I do, self? What would you like to do today? So right now, in this moment in my life, I have a decision to make. A form of resistance would be, oh, I want to play the guitar. Wait, I don't know what to play. That would be a form of resistance. I'm allowing right now. I don't know what the heck's going to happen, but I'm allowing. So let's do it. I'm just going to play, so. Can you be a little lower, please? Also, I talk to inanimate objects, and I tried not to do that because it freaks people out, but I realized I'm just gonna do me, so. So the question of which path do I choose? For me, my pace in my life, I am taking it day by day. I want to remind myself when my life starts to unfold with me being fully integrated into society, meaning like I have to, I am integrated in society, but like if things start picking up in the ways of society again, I am going to remind myself to take it day by day. Because I remember even when I set that intention back then too, years ago, I remember I got lost in that life of thinking, what's your goal in 5 years? What's your goal in 3 years? What's your goal for the year? I'm just like that is what, like, it's not wrong to be asked that, but my vantage point, I had no center. I was like, oh yeah, like I have to like figure out like what I'm gonna do in 3 years, what I'm gonna do in 3 years. Oh my god, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? So I was so, even just thinking about it, I'm just like, there was no groundedness. I felt like I was asked all these questions from the outside world without me being like ready for it, because I had to face stuff inside that I didn't know I had to face, or didn't even know that there were things that I had to how do I explain it, like like I had so many insecurities, and I still have insecurities, but now I'm kind of recognizing why I have that, and then I brush it off. So I feel so much better, guys. Which I think kind of dilutes your own spirit. Yeah. I didn't think I was a people pleaser when I was clearly doing things, thinking of other people first, like for everything I did. So right now I'm just really taking care of myself, and now I'm going to, when I do things, I'm going to do it from a place of groundedness, not, yeah. So yes, growing up is interesting wherever age we are at. Growing up is, I think I also kind of resisted staying open to possibilities, and that like I felt like I had to grow up so fast, and maybe that's why I kind of, but yeah, take your time. Everyone has different pace. Okay. What should I play, Self? So on the guitar. Okay, so in terms of like playing guitar and the piano, I learned all throughout my life that I would not be the person that would be able to freestyle anything. I'm like, I need a to-do instruction. I need to like, so I was, other than like coloring and drawing and stuff, I thought there was an instruction thing for everything you do. So I always looked to that. That was like my only approach. But something happened in December where I like saw this piano at my parents' place, and I just kind of started playing. And then I had this moment where I just played just to like play. I wasn't looking at sheet music. I wasn't seeking sheet music. I was just playing. And then I already shared this story on my stream many times, but that's how I like felt comfortable allowing myself to experiment with melodies. And yeah, and then yeah, so I think it's the same with guitar. Around the same time, I know like some chords because I learned it in college, but I guess guitar and piano are different. Like guitar, it's chords, so like it's like more easier to like freestyle because you're just like strumming and you just play the chords, you know. But then for piano, it's a little challenging because like everything is so individualized, and that like Like, it's intimidating. You're like, oh my god, so many keys. Like, what? Like, how do I freestyle? Like, I didn't know. But then, like, when I like started just playing like chords, I don't remember what the melody is for the song that I did for December, but it's on my YouTube channel if you guys want to check it out. And the story of how I got to that point is in the description, so you guys could check that out. But let me play something for you guys on my guitar, because for some reason I feel like playing it. I'm gonna make it a little louder because I know it's like... Wait. This is... I'll just play it. Just hope you guys enjoy the stream of consciousness today. Happy Sunday. It's so odd because I'm usually starting during this time for live streams, but like we're already like 2 hours into the stream and it's only 9:30. But yeah, let's do this. College, I learned the chords C and D and A and E minor and G. And it was like a semester course. And this isn't actually the guitar I used when I first learned it. It's actually over there, but it's a lot bigger. This one I got last year on Amazon. It's a lot smaller than a usual, like a normal guitar. But I like it because it's smaller. And it sounds fairly okay, I guess, I assume. young, I actually wanted to learn how to play violin. So like, but like I felt like I wasn't like smart enough to do violin. So like, okay, no, that's not gonna work. But yeah, I was always interested in guitar too because my dad actually, my dad played the guitar when he was in high school, and so I was always curious to like know what it feels like to play guitar. Ooh, let's play some. Sounds like a doorbell. Do you guys play instruments? And do you guys feel comfortable just like playing whatever? Because for the longest time, I don't know why it didn't occur to me that like I could just like play, like I didn't have to like know songs to play an instrument or like to free play an instrument. Like I was so scared of the thought that I could just like play whatever. Like it never occurred to me that I could ever do it. On guitar sometimes, because like I literally just play the guitar or the chord and you just strum. But for piano, I was like never really confident to actually try making like a melody or whatever, or like that it would actually be possible for me, but it happened. And it's so liberating because you just kind of let go and you just play whatever that comes through. And when I say come through, like I don't actually hear the melody or like see the melody before I play. I just like play. Let's see. Hold on. What am I trying to do? So one thing that came through, so on today's topic of control, I know like there are certain things that I can control on in terms of the way I structure my live streams. And since like 2 days ago, I've been oh, James is learning how to play electric guitar. That's really cool. I've been like feeling like, because most of my topics, even though they're based on age specific collective themes, I felt like my streams are a little redundant, and so I kind of wanted to change it up. So since we only have 3 more days together, I kind of wanted to do something radically different. But then I was conflicted because I'm like, wait, but you set up this live stream challenge with specific guidelines of like doing the topics based on the collective age for each day. So right now I'm recognizing there are no rules. This is like your time to shine, just like be a part of the world, and you feel better, so that's good. Like so let's see, why did I bring that up? Because it just came through. Noah says, I play guitar and bass. Whoa, I play guitar and bass and trumpet, kind of piano, but I'm not great. LOL. Mostly improv, jamming with friends and stuff. See, that's really cool. Jamming is so cool because I think that also, like for me, I kind of understand jam. Like people that are able to just jam, like are people who have kind of gotten their groundedness down, like in the sense like they just own who they are and they're just like, you know, I'm just gonna jam and like let's play like with, I don't know. So that's really cool. That's really cool. Bass and trumpet. Were you in band when you were in high school? James says I play drum and bass. Oh yeah, I remember from church. I remember. Yeah, jamming for me is like something I want to try. I want to try jamming with people. There was this one time I did jam, but like the friend was playing his guitar and then I was singing. That was cool. And it felt so cool. I'm like, oh, I'm one of those people that knows how to jam. But yeah. What do I feel like doing today? In terms of control, I'm just let's do this. Let's see if control is in here. I know I always do this. I think if you guys have watched me from the beginning of the live stream challenge, or like near the beginning, and then you've seen me till now, can you guys tell that I've like become a lot more like the way I like my energy is a little different? Like back then maybe like I was a little bit more like my energy was very like slow, not slow, but like out of this world type of feeling, where it was kind of, I don't know, because for me, my experience is, even outside the live stream, I feel very, I think it was since like day 22, was it? Like I started feeling like normal, like my, how do I explain this? Like I feel normal. Like I don't feel like yeah, anyways, I don't know why that just came through. So control. Okay, let's do this. Control. Please tell me you guys have control in here. Control. Control. L-M-N-N. Okay. Control. Conditional, condition, no, control. Oh my god, control. No. Control. Maybe resistance. Let's look up resistance. Noah says, I hated trumpet in school, but I came back to it after learning to jam on bass and it took on Lou life. Oh my god, that is so cool. That evolution, that is so cool. Yeah, like, I feel like when you're constantly doing something over and over again, it kind of takes the life out of it. So then, like, if you revisit it, especially for instruments, like, it's the same with me for flute. Like, I think in high school, my freshman and sophomore year, like, I kind of felt like I was stuck being in band. Like, I felt like, oh my gosh, I decided on band to be on my elective, so I can't, like, learn how to dance, or I can't. So I remember, like, not really liking it, and I didn't really enjoy it. But when I played it again in, like, outside of high school, like at church, it was, yeah, I understand that feeling. I loved it. What am I looking for? Resistance. Let's look up synonyms for resistance and then synonyms for allowing, because I want to share, like, the difference between the feelings that we have when we're in when we try to control our emotions or control our thoughts. We either have two decisions: we're resisting or we are allowing. So I just want to look that up. Resistance. ST. Do you not have restrict, resistance, restrict, restrain, resist, restrict. So this is us restricting things to flow. You're binding, you're confining, constraining, you're hindering, you're impeding, you're inhibiting, you're limiting, you're obstructing, repressing, restraining, suppressing. But then opposite of that is you're enlarging, you're expanding, you're extending, you're free, and you release. So I think on the path of us being fulfilled, I think it's important for us to say no to things that don't serve us, and that if it doesn't align, but it should come from a place of aligning yourself and not. Never mind. Don't listen to me. I don't know where I'm going at with this. Because I think it's two different things. Why do I feel so nonchalant right now? Hold on. And that's okay if I feel that way. I'm just sharing how I feel. 9:48. I'll be stopping stream in a bit. Okay, we're present in this moment. We're present together, so okay. I'm gonna play a little bit more piano, and then let me know how you guys feel, because right now I feel very normal and chill. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I realized that the volume is freaking high. Okay. Trying to play Stranger Things. Noah says, oh nice, I just watched the first episode of season 3 tonight. Oh my gosh, lucky. Yeah, Stranger Things is a really good TV show. I haven't watched season 3 yet. Oh my goodness. Today, yes, because that is what I just want to be present with the world tonight. So I'll just do that, or allowing, because I also want to remind everyone, sometimes you don't need a reason to do something. Like if you feel like it, allow yourself to explore that. Like, I'm gonna try the thing where you go like. Hold on. Oh my gosh. I think I've been sensing like recently the past few days I've been feeling like the feeling of my like cuz let's see. Like I feel like things are fleeting. Like I feel like my because I'm comparing this experience right now that I have with the piano with like us when we were when it was like the first day of stream, and I feel like back then I was like literally in the zone in terms of like I fully let go and I'm just like allowing whatever like is coming through me like just to play. But right now I'm just like it's a different level of that. Like I feel less so peculiar. Back then I felt very like spiritually like I was like being like if not the whole time, but like I try to just let go, and then there's this something just happens and then like something comes through. But like I right now like I just feel like it's like I'm being playful, but it's like not weird. It's like I think because we've done it so many times, the live stream where I'm like sharing my sharing my piano playing, that like that sense of like something like God or like God's grace flowing through me, it's like I'm expecting it, so it's not coming through, which is, hold on, let's see, I don't know. Talk about this, I mean like awareness, like because near the end of the stream I feel like even like the things I say, it's like not me, it's like it feels like God speaking through me or something. But so I'm just gonna play a little bit for you guys. It's almost 10 p.m. here in California. also I think I have this expectation something different will come out, but like it's okay, I'm gonna be intentional about a new melody, so let's try it. I'm gonna be intentional, meaning like I'm not like waiting for something to happen. I'm just gonna be intentional about it. Like I'm gonna just, let's see. What does that even mean? I don't even know, but I'm like trying to not be letting go. I'm just gonna try and do a new melody. No. James asked, did you go to church today? No, I didn't. But thank you for asking. I don't go to church, but so I went to. If you guys have been watching my live streams, I've shared in like 2 of my streams like story time of me running into a neighbor who I didn't know was a neighbor who was walking her dog also, and we were stopped by a stoplight and it wouldn't change, the walk sign wouldn't change, and then we ended up talking, and then she ended up asking me to go with her to the prayer meeting the following week, and then we found out we live like really close to each other. But so I went to prayer meetings. I went to 2 and then I stopped going just because I felt like with the pace that I'm at right now, I just feel like, I mean, I think I'll be back, but I'm at a place, and I keep reiterating this, but I am at a pace where it's so much more meaningful than just a challenge to me. So, yeah, I don't know, but thank you for asking. Okay, so melody. Because again, like my pace is, I'm trying to like work on myself first before like committing to any community or group or because I went to this prayer meeting not having any expectation. Yeah. So my pace. Okay, so I did this melody before, but I'm just gonna do it again, maybe. Wait, what was it? It was like James said, I hope one day you will go back to church. I think there's something. Everyone's different, but I feel like, am I really gonna go here? Like I feel like my relationship is with God is not based on my attendance to church, if that makes sense. So I'm just gonna leave it there. But what was the melody that I always did? What was it, guys? when I played that melody, it kind of felt like it's like life. Like we come. Okay, so I think there was a stream where I talked about like the orientation of my fingers when I play the piano. So I think of my thumbs as my core truest self, and then my fingers as and people that keep me close to my core. And when I'm playing this melody, so these three fingers are like my soul tribe, or individuals that come into my life to help me recenter myself or bring me back to my core self. And the pinky is my the actions I take in life on my like with my own agency, apart from my like not apart from my soul, but like it's me just kind of navigating around the world. So this is my core self. So watch what happens with my fingers. Wait. So this my soul keeps beating, right? So I think there was a point where like I like played a melody, like played like that, but then this stopped playing. So it's like I'm playing, like everything in life is going on around me, but my soul is not beating. Sorry. Oh yeah, sorry. That was my mother asking why I'm doing it for such a long time. But again, this is our time together, so it's okay. Another thing is I'm trying my best to stay out of conventional ways of thinking, because doing that made me lose who I am, or like my sense of self, or my like feeling of self, or like coming back to myself to feel like aligned, if that makes sense. So like yeah, I'm trying to break free from that. Okay. In the pursuit of me feeling aligned. Okay. See, it's like me, like kind of like stagnant, like I've stopped, but then my soul is still like, hello, like. With my other melodies, like if that analogy works. Yeah, like every time I think I do melodies that always come back to my core self, my thumb. Like it's always like it's like the foundation of what makes this melody a melody. Oh, I really want to play a new melody though. It is 10:08 p.m. Okay, I'm going to play a very slow song. That is an intention I'm setting for myself. Play a slow song, okay? see what happens if I continue. Thank you for being present with me tonight, guys. After stream, I'm probably gonna continue playing piano because I just feel really good. So I'll just let's be here. Sorry, I'm just like getting I just got a flashback of a song that I wrote before I deleted everything on social media. Hold on. It was like pray in silent. Do I have it in my notepad? Hold on. It was like in silent. What was it? In silence. In nature. What was it? It was like I think I still have it on my Twitter. Hold on. Noah said I like the vocal melody. It's really pretty. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna play something for you guys that I think I remember how to play it. Hold on. I don't have the video anymore. Let's see. Just pray. So this is a song that I when I allowed myself to just like sing lyrics. This was before I deleted everything. I sang this song that just came through. It's called Way Home, like Our Way Home, and this is how it goes. What was it? Hold on. Do I have a video of it? Just pray. I forgot how the piano part went. I think I have a video of it. I want to sing it. Hold on, sorry. I really want to be present today. As much as I can with the world. while I'm in kind of my element. So, oh, video, hold on, sorry. I just want to check what chords I used for that song. It's a song that just like came through to me. Yeah, it was like way back in the... Okay. I think it was like... Hello guys, thank you for being present with me tonight. Day 25. Where is it? Hold on. Nope, not that, not that. No. Ooh! Okay, it's almost there. Okay, it's this one, okay. Let me see what I'm doing. I'm doing... please do not flip. It looks like I'm still using F. Oh, I'm using... Yeah, I'm still using... Ah, okay. I think I got it. Okay, so... Okay, here it goes. This song is called Way Home, and I wrote it right before I deleted everything on my social media. Maybe it wasn't F? Beside. What was it? Jennifer. Sorry, hold on. It doesn't sound right. How did I do it? I'm like watching myself do it. It is F. Ah. It's... Okay. Okay. I think I got it. There you go. Just pray. Be silent and in the dark, or the grass, close your eyes in the sunlight. Hold on, I like... Okay. Just pray. Be silent and in the dark, or the grass, close your eyes in the sunlight. You'll find warmth telling you it's okay. Wait, telling you it's so... Wait, what was it? It's okay, it's okay. What was it? It's okay. You're on your way. You're on your own way to me, to home, to home. Welcome home. telling you it's with that part. I don't remember how it goes. It's okay, you're on your way. You're on your own way to me, to home, to home. Welcome home, welcome So yeah, I really like that song because it still resonates with me. And when I say pray, it's more of like a moment of stillness and also praying to God. And yeah, so it's like a reminder for myself to know that everything I'm feeling, everything, it's like, whether it's bad or sadness or like I feel like things are unjust, like just know that it is a part of you coming home. And home meaning like aligning myself with the truest, purest, highest version of myself. It's almost 3 hours. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my gosh. Wow, it's been 3 hours. Okay. Oh my gosh. Well, okay. How are we gonna do this? I think I also sense that since I only have a few days of live stream left, I want to make the most of it. So I want to share as much of my energy and this not newfound energy, but I feel aligned with, like I could hear her and I could feel her. So I want to share that so much because you guys have been on this journey with me. And I really enjoy sharing like what I'm going through. So okay, I'm gonna play the song one more time because I really like that song. Again, I called this song Way Home, Our Way Home. And it just, as I was playing the same chords I usually play, like I just did it. It just came out. Realizing the laundry is really loud. Just pray, be silent and in the dark, or the grass, close your eyes in the sunlight. I realized I played it differently. It's okay. You'll find. Darn it, I missed it. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. Just pray, just pray. Be silent and in the dark, or the grass, close your eyes in the sunlight. You'll find telling you it's okay. You're on your way. You're on your own way to me. To home. To home. Welcome home. Welcome home. Why am I so like in the singing mood today? Okay, so for those of you still watching, thank you for being present with me as I am unfolding. Oh my goodness, oh, that feels so good. Like that melody. I don't know where it came from, but okay, so we are nearing 3 hours. Holy mother fudge. Okay, so it's 10:36. Why don't we do this? So today is day 25. We are day 25 years old. We are focusing on the topic of control today, and I have been allowing the second part of this stream. I have been just allowing myself to just like whatever whatever I felt like doing, I did in terms of like sharing my presence with the world. And because I kept talking and being worried about my relationship with the concept of control and how we can see our relationship with the concept of control and our sense of control in different ways. So I've been like really worried with that, and so I've been trying to just articulate like what I'm going through music. And today, as I was playing piano, I felt comfortable just like sharing my voice. So it came out. It put me in a zone of like just feeling and that was really liberating for me. So thank you for being present for all that. Oh, that felt so good. It makes me feel like, when I say it feels good, it like, when I get to fully embody, oh my god, it's gonna sound really weird. Like, when I get to fully embody like what I feel and be able to articulate it justly, I feel so like fulfilled, and I just got to do that. So thank you for being present with me doing that. It's 10:38. Oh my goodness, I really enjoyed that. I want to do it more. 10:38, let's see. I'm trying to think. 10:38. I'm going to play one more time, and then after that I'll end the stream. If you guys had anything resonate with you today during our live stream, I know it was kind of all over the place today as well, but it was me unfolding and sharing my process of thinking and feeling. So if anything resonated with you guys, or if something helped, or you enjoyed today's stream of consciousness, please hit the like button below. And yeah, you guys could also feel free to join the chat with whatever you're feeling or whatever you're going through at your pace of life. So I just want to continue singing. So here we go. I've been in this room for quite a while now. Okay. That was good, guys. I fully enjoyed that. I'm gonna do it a little more before we head out. And this is me like letting go. So hope you guys enjoy the unfolding. Okay. Sorry, my throat is getting like itchy. Okay. Here. Because I think... Oh, my dear heavens. Okay. By the way, if I keep doing this, it's because it's really hot in here. Let me just do this. Okay. How was your guys' weekend? Was it a full weekend? Was it a full recovery period for you guys to just chill and be still and not doing anything? Or what'd you guys do this weekend? How do you guys recharge? How do you guys take time for yourselves? The laundry is very loud, but it's okay because that's life. Like there will be things that are loud, but we just have to do our thing. Why so itchy? Okay. heat is getting to me because I keep thinking of like how hot how like sweaty I am. Oh my gosh. Okay. I think I look okay. I look like I have no hair. Oh my gosh. Liz. Why am I so aware of the heat? Okay, it's 10:43. Okay, I'm gonna end this in a bit. Okay, let's do this. I wanna do a little more. Okay, I'm actually gonna ask them to close the laundry door. Mama, can you shut the 엄마 이거 oh my god. Okay, she's really upset I'm still on stream. It's okay. It's okay. I need to feel like this is conclusive. It doesn't feel conclusive to me, so I'm just gonna keep going. Wow, it is really long. It's okay. We only have a few days together, and I want to. Okay, I'll just okay. Okay. Ooh. interesting. Okay, well, thank you for being present with me while I filled up my soul. Some days I feel like singing. Some days I feel like just dancing. Sometimes I just feel like walking until I don't feel like walking anymore. And sometimes I just sit under the sun I'm just out there, just not thinking about anything. I'm just sitting there. And the reason why I bring all these up is because right now the way I feel is when I do those things for myself, I feel... Sorry about that, that's my mom. I feel like it's like when you take a bath. I don't know if you're a shower person or a bath person, but it's like when you enter the bath for the first time and then you're in the bath and like you know that through the experience of being in the bathtub, you are rejuvenated and you get to exfoliate and you are like, you know, it's good for you and you're like cleansing and you're like, okay, this is kind of weird. Like it's your moment. You kind of have a moment with your soul, like you're able to think. I mean, at least this is my experience in the bath. Okay, I shouldn't have brought that up. Another thing, it's kind of like when you, let's see, how can I explain what I feel right now? I feel like all is well. Like, I feel so full and rejuvenated and fulfilled and yeah. So thank you. I just want to say thank you for being present for 3 hours and 18 minutes if you guys have been in stream since my attempt being outside. But thank you so much for being present with me tonight. And are there any takeaways for this topic? I know I've been talking a lot during this stream. Wherever pace you are with yourself and with the world happening around you, and whether sorry, thank you. Okay, nothing. Okay. Okay. Please. I know, I understand. Okay. That was my mother. Is she in here? No. Okay, takeaway. Wherever we're at in life, whatever pace we have within ourselves, and whether we recognize the pace that we have or we don't, wherever you are at, if things get out of control within yourself or outside of yourself, remember this one thing. You have your own pace. And the only thing that you should control is staying true to yourself. Like being honest with yourself, really. And if you're coming from a place of you respecting yourself and you have this alignment, if you communicate that to the other person, whatever circumstance you're in, and you recognize that the pace that you're at and the pace that another individual has, whether in the workplace or friendship or with family, like wherever you're at, if you communicate where you're at, and telling them, hey, like, if you communicate that from a place of you being aligned, you won't be able to control everything happening around you, and you won't be able to control or understand what's going around you if everything feels out of place. But start with yourself. That's the first step. Yourself. Respect yourself, in that you stay true to yourself and really listen to yourself and communicate that at your own pace. And remember, again, it's your own pace in this life. Yes, we all go to school. Yes, we all have jobs, but even then, like, we're at our own pace. So don't feel chased by time or by people or by ideals or by just first know that you have your own pace and that it's okay wherever you're at, because that's exactly where you need to be. And yeah. And yeah, and that's where I'm at. So thank you for being present with me, with where I'm at, and with my pace of life, and for continuing to be on live together. For those of you that have tuned in for multiple streams, I really appreciate you guys being present here together. And again, thank you for choosing to wake up today and for being alive. And remember to be kind to yourselves, because you know yourself best. If things aren't aligned and you seem out of control, all that you can feel. Like, you're the one feeling everything. So you're at your own pace. It's okay where you're at. It's perfect where you're at. I'm sorry if you're in pain or you're confused, but it's exactly where you're supposed to be, and you have to work through it in your own way, and you'll find a way, and you will be back home within yourself with your truest, highest, purest self. So with that, thank you so much, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I am going to make an intention. I intend tomorrow to be more prepared if I'm going to do it outdoors, and I will be, also I will be, tomorrow is Monday. Tomorrow so that's an intention I'm putting for myself, but I don't know what time. I'm sorry, but this week is gonna be a little crazy for me, in that life is calling to me, and that, like, okay, like right now. Okay. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for tonight. I hope you guys have a great week. And yeah, have a great week. Be kind to yourselves. You are at your own pace, no matter where you're at. Own it. You are yourself. It's fine. You're perfectly fine. Everything's gonna be okay. You are on the right track. You are on your own path. It is okay. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I have so much love for you guys. Thank you so much. I will see you guys tomorrow. Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a great start of your week tomorrow. And thank you. Bye.